Hey y'all, it's the Queen of O'Hara. Welcome back. Tonight we are talking about Seeking Sister Wives, Season 3, Episode 4. It's getting good, right? So, whew, there was some drama this week. The Merrifields, Garrick, and Danielle have headed back down to Cabo to see Roberta, who lives in Brazil, their future sister wife. Now, the plan was that Garrick was going to stay with Roberta all 8 nights that they were there, and Danielle was in a separate room next door. That did not happen. No, it did not. They all woke up together in the same bed, and it wasn't because someone had too much tequila, or maybe it was. But the storyline is that Roberta felt bad about Danielle being by herself. And so she went next door and got her and had her come over with them. So it's very sweet. And they just stayed up all night talking, and they all slept in the same bed with Garrick in the middle. He looked he looked so fucking happy, and it just made me so mad. I don't know why it did. Um but very sweet on Roberta's part. But then Garrick, in his like one on one, he says, they still got it in when Danielle went to go get her stuff from her room. Like, that's quick. Unless Danielle went to like shower at her own room, but like that's pretty quick if you're getting it done while somebody goes next door and gets their pajamas. And, they asked him, did he know that? Did Danielle know that that had happened? And he said no. And in Danielle's one on one, she's talking about what a sacrifice Garrick and Roberta made by not being intimate the first night on vacation so as to include her. Now, this I am not getting good. The women seem to Roberta and Danielle really seem to get along in this polygamous family, or soon to be polygamous family. But I think Garrick is going to be the one that messes this up for everybody. So I'm just going, of course, here on Queen of O'Hara, it's the Queen's opinions, my thoughts, you know. Um, but yes, if I was a betting woman, and I am, I would say Garrick is going to mess this up somehow, because Danielle's already kind of, like she had to divorce him in order to make this happen to get her over on the 90-day visa. And yeah, I'm not feeling real good about this one, but we'll stay tuned next week and see what happens. They were also making plans for um Garrick and Roberta's wedding. They're getting married in Cabo as well at a later date. So they were looking at venues, and so I think that made Danielle feel some kind of way, and then she was talking about their wedding, and yeah. So we'll see. There's yeah, there's gonna be something. So, whew, the Clarks. That K boy, she has got a mouth and some attitude on her, and she let Gerard have it. She, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on in that situation, but she seems to have a lot of bent up resentment. And then she was saying all kinds of stuff about how she, was trash, and he had picked her up and cleaned her off. And I don't know. They have either been manipulating her and bullying her because they are older, or she just has a really messed up self-esteem, because she was saying all kinds of things that didn't really seem to, I don't know. There's more that we're not seeing on that. But then it was Vanessa that was the one that finally went outside and calmed her down and got her to come back in. So, um, but then Kay asked Gerard if he was going to give her a kiss goodbye after she done showed out, cussed him out in the yard, screaming and hollering. I guess the kids were upstairs. I don't know. And Vanessa's just sitting there with her head in her hands while, her husband and the second wife are getting into it. But yeah, but then she had enough nerve to ask for a kiss. Too soon, girl. Too soon. And he said no, he was good. And she got pissed. So I don't know. She has a lot of built up anger. She is so pretty. She is too pretty to be acting that way. She is too pretty. They are upset because she's working two jobs because, she was the stay at home wife and took care of the kids. And then when she left, she got two jobs, and they're upset about it because she don't have time to be building and working on the tribe. And so let that girl work if she wants to. Maybe she didn't like being at home with the kids. She pretty much came out and said that to Vanessa, that, she felt like Vanessa's job maybe was more important than hers. So I don't know. Gerard talks about being the king and, having a tribal meeting. Are we on Survivor? Is somebody fixing to get voted off? But then he was saying, that he made the final decision because he was the king. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not saying, Kay's acting like this isn't justified. We just need to hear more of the story. More of the story. She was saying all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Did you think that was odd? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think she was justified in the way that she was acting, or do you think that it was kind of a little bit too much? A little bit too much, but I don't know. Vanessa was very calm in all of it. And then she just said, that she hated to see two people that she loved, scream and holler at each other. Okay, yeah, yeah. I don't know. This might not work out. They might need to let that girl go. They might need to let her go. Or get her some therapy. Right? Right? So, whew, the Snowdens are busy. Busy. Chrissy came out for a visit from South Africa. Well, she went home a couple of days later. They got Taylor coming from the ATL. All right. Ooh, they busy. Busy. The children really, really seem to like Taylor. Or maybe they just think they have, different nannies coming every few days. But they really did. The kids really seemed to like Taylor. Everybody really seemed to like Taylor. So I mean, they may get two new sister wives at one time. I mean, the universe works in mysterious ways, right? It didn't work out with Vanessa. She divorced them and left, and now they may be getting two wives. So remember, things aren't going your way. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. You never know how things are going to turn out, right? I don't know. But bark, bark. So that's Liam, my loving co-host. Um, we didn't see any of the Joes or Joneses or whatever fake name they're going by, Sidian and Tasha. We did not see them at all this week. So I mean, he's probably like updating his makeup for the spring, if I had to guess. But the Winders, they did have a happy event. They had the baby shower for Sophie. And that was really sweet. She is very close to having the baby. They've decided that the girl that they are dating should come out before they have the baby. So it's probably a good idea. It's hard having company with a newborn, you know, unless the company waits on you. But I wouldn't know anything about that. But yeah. So the kind of sad thing about this episode though was Tammy spoke of how she had been suffering miscarriages, and so it was kind of hard for her um, with Sophie being pregnant, and she's going through this. So that was very sad. That was very sad. It's always sad when you experience a loss. So, but this family's moving very fast. They're moving very fast. They just Sophie and Tammy did live in separate houses, like in different towns, like 40 minutes apart. Well, they're in one house now. Sophie's pregnant and they're, thinking about getting this other wife. So at Sophie's baby shower, people were asking questions and stuff. And do people not know how to be appropriate? Perhaps they were doing it for the camera, but remember when the Snowdens got married to Vanessa and they were having the goddess party and everybody like turned it into a Q&A and was asking questions and calling it a Ponzi scheme and all kinds of crazy stuff. I just think like when you're there celebrating something that maybe that's not really the time to be asking all your questions. But, maybe you could do that over on the side, right? But I think it was Sophie's grandmother was there, and she had been a sister wife, or is currently a sister wife. I don't know. She's lived the lifestyle, and so she, said if you didn't get the right fit, it was hard to do. So hopefully the Winders will, um, get to visit with their potential sister wife, and can't wait to see the baby. Love babies. I'm just very excited. I'm very excited. I was pretty pleased with this episode. It had lots of drama with, the Clarks and then the Merrifields. So I just can't wait to see how it plays out. I'm sure we will see Sidian and his eyeliner next week. And so can't wait to see, what colors he's using for the spring, right? So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell, and that way you'll never miss a notification when I go live or upload a video. And I think that's pretty much it. I can't wait to watch next week, and I will see you then for the recap next week. Okay? Remember, do something nice for yourself and something nice for someone else. I'll see you next time. Bye.